Hi guys, Elite Fitzeron here, and today I am going to do analysis on the episode named "A Virus in the KV-54 System: An Uncontrollable Monster Against Everyone." So the episode starts with a uh, a map showing Ru- Europe and Russia, and we can see Toxicus tank occupying some area in the map, and then the this person, I think so, is the commander of, so this person, I think so, is the commander of Soviet Union, and he is saying he is a plague, but now he is working for us. But I didn't understand this, bro. He's a plague. Sorry. Toxicus does not follow the orders of anybody, but why did the commander say now he is working for us? Did they keep something in his body so that they could finally attack Toxicus or something? Or is it something special, or are they planning a device? Or are they planning to test a device which can turn any tank into the supporting army? And if that comes out, the techno demons are doomed, bro. And then the German commander says, sorry, and the German, what should I call him, bro? I'm sorry, bro, but actually the Soviet Union lieutenant said he's a plague, but now he works for us. And then the Soviet, sorry. Then the German chief comes and says, if he is destroying the demons, let him go. We'll use the breathing room. Just then Leviathan says, just don't forget he destroys everyone. When the demons fall, we'll be next. Then the German chief says, the German bro, I have mistaken so bad, bro. Actually, the Soviet Union, bro, I'm sorry for this mistake, but I am sorry, bro. The Soviet Union commander says he's a plague, but he works for us now. Then the German chief says these things, and Leviathan says, and again the German chief says, we must use the impact of Toxicus appearance to regroup our forces, strengthen reconnaissance, and prepare a counter strike on their weakened positions. And then here we can see KV-54 getting teleported to the techno scientist base. And I got to tell you something. If the Leviathan said that if the techno demons are over, we are next. Okay, but now the real question is that can the techno demons really be destroyed? I don't know, bro. But this episode might prove that, because you will see at the end. And then okay, now let's continue into the analysis. Wait, bro. the techno demon scientist says, You return broken again. You weren't made for pain. You were made for victory. Then he hits it, which I think so is his weapon or something. I'll name it something at the end of this episode. And then he says that we need to take an toxicant sample, and he collects that sample into that, I don't know, I think so stick, and then he keeps the sample into a system, insert the sample into a system. Then the system says scanning. Then it says the viral structure does not yield to decoding. Means toxicus. We can understand by this that the toxin sample, its structure is very hard to understand even by a advanced computer. Advanced system. How can I say it is an advanced system? We already know that techno demons are so advanced. I think so, but I think so that's what. Then the scientist turns over and I don't know, does some. Oh yeah, he sends many pipes into KV-54, and something starts to happen. KV-54 starts shaking violently and he turns into Toxicus soul. Wait, bro. And he turns into one of Toxicus minions, and the system says error, command not recognized. And then here we can understand that KV-54 has really turned into Toxicus minion. And then the scientist gets shocked and he says, he backs up and says, What the? And then KV-54 gets free of those pipes and he starts attacking and he starts eating everything and he spits out that metal, and he spots the scientist and he turns over to slam into him, but the scientist says, You are not a robot, you are a mistake, scrap him. And then he sends a portal and takes cover, but he teleported just in time. And then two techno demon tanks have come to attack him, and they start attacking instantly. Not instantly, but taking some time. And then and then KV-54 also starts attacking, but at first he does not move front or back. I don't know why. Is it a strategy, or I don't know. I thought he was not gonna move, and here we can see that. Wait, no, I'll show you that scene. And here we can see that the Techno Demon tank got a shield, and then even KV-54 got a shield, but I think so it is toxicated. And here we can see KV-54 gets a shield, which I think so is infected too, or is it Toxicus reward to KV-54? I don't know. But the shield wasn't revealed in the last episode. Why, bro? I don't know. Okay, but it's 50-50, bro. It might be a Toxicus gift to KV-54. Or how? How would that? How is that even possible, bro? It's not even possible to send something as a gift. Okay, let's continue into the episode. But why didn't KV-54 use it in the last episode? I don't know. I think so, making him toxic, because he became toxic. Toxicus minion, he became smart, but that's not possible because Toxicus minions are stupid. Because that's why he invented stronghold and corrosion, right? How is this even possible? We'll know in the next episode. and he moves back and slams one techno demon, and he's not dead, and he tries to come out of that building, and he comes out damaged, but he still attacks. And then KV-54 starts attacking, and he destroys one tank almost. And then that Techno Demon tank slams into KV-54, and KV-54 starts biting it like anything, and he sends a rocket onto the tank behind him, and he's dead. And then he just shakes again, and he turns off. And then Corrosion appears. Now I understood the ability of Corrosion. He has super speed and like invisibility, because he came from, I think so, very far. And he says, "Did you are infected just like him. Maybe you can be transformed as well." What does he mean by him? I can't understand, bro. Then Corrosion goes forward and checks on the Technodemon tank, and he puts his spike and collects information, and then he says the engineer is frightened. Interesting. I won't finish him off. I'll just watch something interesting is happening. And then Corrosion leaves, and KV-54 regains consciousness, and he is like changing from Toxicus minion to normal, again Toxicus minion to normal, like that. And here it says signal of the Toxicus source found, means he's gonna follow Toxicus, and then the video ends. If you like my analysis, yeah bro, and I told that I will name that thing in the Technodemon hand, right? I'm gonna name it Wand, because it has many abilities. And then the episode ends, and I know my analysis was trash. All I did was like tell what he told, and I think so in the next episode there's gonna be a fight between Corrosion and KV-54. I mean, why would it? No, that's not possible, because KV-54 is possessed as toxic as a minion, and I don't know what will happen, but we will know in the next episode. And Home Animations released a leak for the next episode, which is gonna come tomorrow. And here we can see Corrosion shooting. I think so. The another tank shooting him is like, I don't know, maybe KV-54, but that's not possible. I think so. It's some other tank. I think so. They're in a battleground, and here he uses his blade to cut a bullet, and then the episode ends here, and we'll continue in the next episode. And thanks for viewing until the end, and goodbye until next time.